Have you noticed your arms feeling a little weaker? Climbing stairs is just a bit harder than it used to be. Or maybe your balance feels slightly off, but nothing you can quite put your finger on. You might think this is just normal aging, but what if I told you your body might be breaking down your muscle while you sleep? That is not a dramatic warning. It is a biological fact. And today we are going to talk about something most doctors do not bring up in your checkup. But it could be the reason your muscles are quietly disappearing every single night. Welcome to a powerful message that every senior over the age of 65 needs to hear. In this video, we are diving into the truth behind what you eat before bed, and how one simple change can help protect your muscles, your independence, and even your memory. Now, before we begin, let me be clear. This is not about pills, powders, or expensive programs. What we are about to share comes from science, experience, and the deep wisdom of Barbara O'Neill, an internationally respected health educator and nutritionist who has dedicated her life to natural healing. She has spent decades teaching people how to use food as medicine, and what she discovered about nighttime nutrition could change how you age from this night forward. So let us begin with a question. When was the last time you thought about protein before bed? Most of us are taught to eat light at night. A small meal, maybe just a cup of tea, or a bit of toast before turning in. But here is the surprising truth. Your body does some of its most important repair work while you sleep. And if you do not give it the right tools, your body will begin to break down its own muscle tissue just to stay in balance. That is right. As you sleep, your body enters a fasting state. If there is not enough amino acids in your bloodstream, especially the kind that come from complete proteins, your body starts pulling those amino acids from your muscles instead. This is especially dangerous for seniors because after the age of 30, we naturally lose about 3 to 8% of our muscle mass every decade. After 65, that process speeds up, and it gets harder to rebuild. But here is the good news. We can slow it down, even reverse it. And one of the most powerful ways to do that is by simply eating the right kind of protein about 30 to 60 minutes before bed. Barbara O'Neill calls this the evening restoration snack. And it is not about eating more. It is about eating smart. Let me share what happens inside your body when you do this correctly. Picture this. You eat a small, protein-rich snack before bed. Something simple like Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, or a hard-boiled egg. Within about 30 to 45 minutes, your body begins breaking down that food and sending amino acids into your bloodstream. Now, as you sleep, your muscles, which are constantly repairing microscopic tears from daily movement, finally have the building blocks they need to rebuild. Your body stays in an anabolic, or building, state rather than a catabolic, or breaking down, state. The result, you wake up a little stronger, you feel more stable, you may even notice better sleep, less nighttime waking, and sharper focus the next day. Now let me pause right here, because if this message is making sense to you, if you are nodding along and thinking, why has no one told me this before, then please do something for yourself right now. Click the subscribe button so you never miss an update on simple, powerful truths like this one. And if you are feeling inspired or hopeful, leave a 1 in the comments. That is it. Just the word 1. It lets me know you are listening and that this message has reached someone who needs it. And if you have already learned something new today, give this video a gentle thumbs up. It helps us share this message with more seniors who deserve to know the truth about their bodies. All right, let us go even deeper. You might be wondering, but isn't eating before bed bad for digestion? A fair question. But here is the important difference. What you eat and how much you eat makes all the difference. Barbara O'Neill recommends small, simple portions. We are not talking about a big dinner or heavy meal. Just enough protein to supply your bloodstream with a steady flow of amino acids through the night. Here are some ideal bedtime protein options. Half a cup of cottage cheese, 1 hard-boiled egg with a few crackers, a tablespoon of peanut butter on half a slice of whole grain toast, a quarter cup of Greek yogurt with a sprinkle of seeds, half a glass of warm milk with turmeric and honey. Each of these offers slow-digesting proteins and nutrients that support muscle preservation and gentle overnight digestion. And if you are dairy sensitive, there are plant-based alternatives too, such as almond butter, pumpkin seeds, or a spoon of lentil soup. Now, why not just eat a big protein meal at lunch instead? The answer lies in timing. During the day, your body is active, moving, using energy. At night, when you are resting, your body goes into repair mode, giving your body the materials it needs. Right before this crucial rebuilding period means you get more benefit from less food. It is not just about quantity, it is about availability and timing. And here's something else that makes this even more important for older adults. After the age of 65, our bodies become less efficient at using protein. That means we need more of it to do the same job. And unfortunately, most seniors eat less protein, not more. A study published in the Journal of the American Geriatric Society found that seniors who ate higher amounts of protein were 40% less likely to lose mobility over the next 5 years. 40%. That is a number worth paying attention to. And yet many people over 65 are eating 15 to 20% less protein than recommended, especially at dinner and before bed. And if you have been losing weight without trying, that could be a red flag, not just of fat loss, but of muscle wasting. So let me ask you, when was the last time you had a good source of protein after 6 in the evening? If your answer is, I do not remember, you are not alone. But now you know. And you can start changing that tonight. Now that we understand how critical protein is and why our bodies lose muscle as we age, let us look deeper at why timing, especially eating before bed, can make all the difference. You see, during the night, our bodies go into repair mode. This is when growth hormone is naturally released, especially during the deep stages of sleep. But here is something many seniors never hear from their doctors. If your body does not have the right nutrients available at that time, it cannot rebuild properly. It starts pulling resources from your own muscles. Yes, you heard that right. Your body may actually break down your own muscle to find amino acids it needs for repair. That means even if you are eating enough protein throughout the day, if you are going to bed on an empty stomach, your body may still eat away at your muscle while you sleep. But if you eat the right kind of small protein-rich snack before bed, something gentle, digestible, and slow-releasing, you can actually reverse this trend. Instead of waking up a little weaker, you wake up a little stronger. Now let us talk about the types of food that are best for this. And we are going to break them into 3 categories, so it is easy to remember. The first group is slow-digesting proteins. These are proteins that release amino acids slowly over several hours, perfect for the long overnight fast. Think of cottage cheese. Just half a cup provides about 14 grams of casein protein, which digests slowly and keeps your muscles fed all night. And no, cottage cheese is not just a diet food. It is a muscle-protecting powerhouse. Add a few slices of soft fruit, like peaches or pears if you want to make it more enjoyable. Another great option, a hard-boiled egg. It is simple, gentle on the stomach, and contains all 9 essential amino acids. One egg will not overfill you, but it will give your body what it needs during the night. Next, we have the plant-powered proteins. Some seniors find dairy hard to digest, or they prefer plant-based choices. In that case, try a small serving of chia pudding made with almond milk or oat milk. Chia seeds are packed with protein and omega-3 fatty acids, and they gel up when soaked, making them easy to eat and soothing on the stomach. You can even add a small spoon of peanut butter or almond butter to your bedtime routine. Spread on a slice of whole grain toast, or just by the spoonful. It is satisfying, full of healthy fats, and contains a surprising amount of protein. Now, here is the third category, nutrient-dense helpers. These are not complete proteins on their own, but when combined with others, they amplify muscle protection. Take Greek yogurt, especially plain, unsweetened varieties. Rich in both casein and whey protein, it works well alone or topped with flax seeds, which bring fiber and healthy fats. Another good combo? A slice of turkey rolled with avocado. Easy to prepare, easy to digest, and packed with nutrients your muscles love. Now, a word of caution. Avoid sugar-heavy snacks before bed. Things like cookies, sweetened yogurts, or sugary cereals might seem comforting, but they cause blood sugar spikes and then crashes, which can disrupt your sleep and mess with your hormone balance. That in turn accelerates muscle breakdown. Instead, focus on these protein-forward choices. Even just 10 to 20 grams of protein before bed can make a noticeable difference over time. And it is not just about quantity, it is about consistency. Here is something to think about. When was the last time you made bedtime nutrition a priority? Most people focus on breakfast and lunch, but if you think about it, you spend 6 to 8 hours asleep. That is a long time for your muscles to go without support. So now that we have covered what to eat, the next important question is how to build this into your daily routine. Let us talk about your evening habits. First, try to eat your main dinner at least 3 hours before bed. This gives your body time to digest the larger meal. Then, about 30 to 60 minutes before sleep, have your muscle-supporting snack. This might look like a small bowl of Greek yogurt with walnuts, or a boiled egg with a slice of toast. Keep it light, but intentional. Now, one powerful trick, especially for seniors struggling with appetite at night, is to create a sleep tray. This is simply a small tray you prepare in advance with your bedtime snack, a glass of water, and maybe a calming tea like chamomile or valerian root. Having it ready makes the routine easier and helps form a habit. Barbara O'Neill often reminds us the body wants to heal. It is built to repair, to rebuild, and to get stronger, even at 70, 80, or beyond. But it needs the right raw materials, and timing, my friend, is one of the most overlooked parts of the equation. Speaking of timing, let us not forget one more key element: sleep quality itself. You could eat the perfect bedtime snack, but if your sleep is shallow or disrupted, your body will not get the hormonal triggers it needs to build muscle. So here is where we start tying things together. Sleep and muscle are connected in ways that most people never realize. Poor sleep leads to higher cortisol levels, a stress hormone that actually breaks down muscle tissue. Not only that, it makes it harder to build new muscle, even if you are doing everything right. And here is the surprise: eating the right snack before bed does not just help your muscles, it can also help you sleep better. That is right. A steady flow of amino acids in the bloodstream helps regulate sleep hormones like melatonin and serotonin. Let me ask you something. Have you ever felt wide awake at 2 o'clock in the morning for no clear reason, or woken up feeling weak, as if you had not rested at all? Sometimes that is not just poor sleep, it is your body trying to signal it is missing something. Often, nutrients it needed while you were asleep. So by fueling your body before bed, you are not just saving your muscle, you are also helping your brain, your energy levels, and your ability to face the day ahead with strength. So now that we've uncovered the connection between your bedtime snack and better sleep, stronger muscles, and even clearer thinking, let's take it one step further. Because here's the truth: many seniors don't hear enough. Muscle is not just about strength, it's about independence. It's not about looking like a bodybuilder or lifting heavy weights. It's about being able to stand up without help, carry your own groceries, hold your grandchild safely, and walk across a room without fear of falling. And if you really think about it, independence is freedom. Freedom to live on your terms, freedom to enjoy life without being held back, freedom to age with dignity. When we talk about healthy aging, most people think of memory, bone density, or heart health. And those things matter. But do you know what one of the strongest predictors is for long-term independence? Muscle mass. Yes. How much lean muscle you carry as you age plays a bigger role in your ability to live freely than most people ever realize. Why? Because muscle affects everything: your posture, your balance, your metabolism, even your immune system. The more muscle you have, the more energy your body uses, and the better your hormones function. It's like your foundation, and when the foundation is strong, everything else gets easier. Now here's the best part, especially if you've been feeling like you've already lost too much. Even after the age of 70, even if you've been inactive for years, even if you feel like your strength is long gone, you can rebuild, you can regain what you've lost, and you can do it faster than you might expect. Studies have shown that seniors who eat more protein, particularly before bed, and combine that with even small amounts of daily movement, like walking or chair exercises, can regain significant strength in just a few weeks. Let me repeat that. Weeks, not years. Your body is still capable of adapting, healing, and rebuilding. All it needs is your participation. So let's shift your thinking from decline to development, from fear to control, from getting old to getting stronger, the quiet muscle killers lurking in your routine. Now let's talk about some common habits that might be quietly sabotaging your muscle without you even realizing it. 1. Skipping dinner. This is one of the biggest mistakes I see. Many seniors skip dinner because they don't feel hungry or they're afraid eating late will cause weight gain. But here's the truth. If you skip that last meal, or if you eat a dinner that's too light, you're essentially telling your body there's no fuel available tonight. Go find it somewhere else. And guess where your body looks first? Your muscles. It breaks them down for energy and amino acids during the night. Over time, that loss adds up. It's a slow, invisible erosion. So don't be afraid of eating in the evening. Just be smart about what you eat. And that's where your nighttime protein comes in. Too many carbs, not enough protein. Now maybe you do eat at night, but you're choosing snacks like toast, crackers, fruit, or tea. Comforting, yes, but complete. Not even close. Carbohydrates give you quick energy, but they don't rebuild your body. Protein is what your cells actually use to repair and grow. So imagine your bedtime routine like a construction site. You can have all the energy in the world, the carbs, but if there are no bricks protein, nothing gets rebuilt. No protein equals sign, no repair. 3. Blood sugar crashes at night. Here's one you might not know. Eating sugary snacks before bed, like cookies, ice cream, or sweetened cereals, can cause your blood sugar to spike and then crash. That crash triggers cortisol, the stress hormone, and cortisol is a muscle breakdown hormone. Not only that, it can wake you up in the middle of the night, cause anxiety, and disrupt your sleep cycle. That's why your bedtime snack should be low in sugar, high in protein, and balanced with some healthy fats to keep things stable all night. Let's look at a few more smart examples. A small bowl of plain Greek yogurt with walnuts, a slice of whole grain toast with almond butter, a hard-boiled egg with half an avocado, a chia seed pudding with unsweetened almond milk, a turkey slice rolled with a cucumber spear. None of these are meals. They're small, intentional tools to protect your strength. Let's talk about why this matters so much. Barbara O'Neill says it best: the body wants to heal, and it does. Your body wants to repair, rebuild, and restore. But you have to give it the raw materials. And that's where timing comes in. You see, the body does most of its repair work while you sleep. That's when growth hormone is released. That's when the nervous system relaxes. That's when damaged cells get replaced. But if there are no amino acids in your bloodstream, if your body doesn't have what it needs, it has to find those materials somewhere else, usually by robbing your own muscles. So think of your bedtime snack as your overnight construction kit. You're giving your body the bricks, the cement, and the energy it needs to get the job done while you rest. And if you do this consistently, night after night, you'll wake up with more strength, more steadiness, and eventually more confidence. Tiny habit, big payoff. So let's keep this simple. Tonight, before bed, take just 3 minutes to put together your protein snack. You don't need a full meal. You don't need a blender or a supplement. Just pick one of the options we talked about and make it part of your routine. If you struggle with memory or motivation at night, create a sleep tray. This is a small tray with your bedtime snack, a glass of water, and maybe a calming tea like chamomile or valerian. Place it on your kitchen counter or bedside table. That way you don't have to think about it. It's just there. This one small act is not about being perfect. It's about being intentional, and over time, this intention turns into transformation. Start watching for the signs. Here's what I want you to do after a week of practicing this routine. Ask yourself, am I waking up feeling more rested? Do I feel steadier when I stand up in the morning? Are my clothes fitting a little differently? Is it easier to climb stairs or go for a walk? These are the early signs that your body is responding, that your muscles are being fed, that you're rebuilding from the inside out. And yes, it takes time, but not as long as you might think. The key is consistency. Protein at night, a little daily movement, a little sunlight, a little self-care. That's the recipe. Final thoughts, and one simple ask. Before we close, I want to say something from the heart. You are not past the point of growth. You are not too old to get stronger. You are not behind. Your body is not giving up on you. It just needs the right support at the right time. And the best time to begin is tonight. So here's your invitation. Give your body what it's asking for. Nourish it, support it, honor the strength that's still inside you, and watch what happens. Now, if this message spoke to you, even just a little, I want you to do something simple. Leave a 1 in the comments, just a 1. It lets me know that you're here, that this message reached someone who needed it. And if this video helped you, please give it a like and share it with someone you care about. Maybe a parent, a grandparent, a neighbor, or a friend. Someone who might be quietly struggling with weakness, but still has so much life to live. You never know what one small change could do for someone. And finally, if you'd like more simple, practical advice for staying strong, independent, and full of life as you age, subscribe to this channel. This is a space built for you, with wisdom that respects your years and advice that empowers your future. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of your muscles, sleep well tonight, and I'll see you in the next video.